Okay, it's back.
Okay. Yay.
Not sure why it stopped. Or when. You probably didn't miss much. Allison just ran, refusing to look back. It was like one of those dreams she used to have as a child where she was being chased. She would run and run, but the harder she ran, the slower she was going, until the beast would catch up and she would wake up screaming in a cold sweat. She could hear them now, catching up with her as she approached the cliffs. She stopped, heaving for breath, and finally turned around. There they were, and this was no dream. The dead had risen from their graves, and now they were out for blood. Allison was all alone. It was do or die. If she could only reach the old junkyard, she might be able to find a car and get out of there.
Oh, cars never work in horror movies.
No. No, they don't.
That's on the porch. It's a bit on the porch.
Ha! Take that.
Why do you have the new mission goal just kill 15 zombies?
Well, we killed them along the bluff, because that's what was going on in the novel. She'd reached the top of the bluff, and there were zombies coming up, so...
That seems to be even more effective now. Or is it just me?
It does.
He's using the arcane route. It's a little stronger.
Yeah.
Also, I think that the level
Leveling it,
21
yeah.
thing really...
Find a junkyard.
Yeah, slightly boosted stats plus the stronger ammo probably just about ticks over into one combo kill. It's a good thing enemies don't get questions about your AoEs. How annoying would that be?
George glanced over at Eliza and contemplated his misfortune. Would the world ever give him a break? He shook his head and... Oops. He shook his head and felt like crying, just like him to run out of gas in the middle of nowhere, just like her to not be amused. He stepped out of the car and looked around, hoping to find a miracle. It was getting dark, and cold wind was sweeping through the damp forest. A loud click. Were they not alone? Other cars around them, rusty and broken down. A graveyard of cars. A loud click. An engine coughing to a start. A light from the old barn. He spun around as Eliza screamed. The barn, he thought. They had to make it to the barn.
It appears to be a garbage bowl.
It is.
Made of
Okay.
junkyard golem.
Yikes, that's no good. No good at all. Let's introduce it to some blunt force trauma. Or shotgun, that works too.
No good, you stopped being on fire.
Yep.
I was wondering when that was going to happen.
It always does eventually.
That sounds dark.
Ah, here's why you have the book. In the shadow of the sparkling flame inside the old barn, he started the ritual. The virgin blood, the ancient symbol. He slowly started reciting the sacred text, careful to keep his rhythm even and his voice firm. Towards the end, he let his voice rise to a crescendo, closed his eyes and tilted his head back, arms raised towards the realm of the old gods. Exhausted, he sank to his knees and looked up at his magnificent creations. It was his masterpiece. At last. Finally, he would keep his promise to his master. The old house on the bluff was marked. The trail of blood would never stop. Rune. Survived the barn attacks.
I love how the rune is bleeding.
Mm-hmm. Or was, at
bleeding.
least.
Oh, good. Why does it have a baby doll in its hand?
It's like a...
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Lord Robbery said, I keep reading that as kill zombies in the buff.
Yes. I think it just used an attack called pedophobia.
Oh, good lord.
Wow.
Terrified of children.
Pediophobia, it said. That would be something else, but I don't know what.
Stitched Fearmonger.
Mm-hmm.
Games looks like Scarecrow.
The Mangler.
Pediophobia is abnormal terror or dolls.
Okay.
I know a lot of people with that issue.
Some dolls are heckin' creepy.
Well, also, I know a lot of people who are scared of babies. And I get it.
Scared of engaging with babies lest they harm them, or actually scared of babies?
A little of both.
Hmm.
You know that they explode, right?
It depends on your definition of explode. Fluids do tend to come out.
Yeah. I'll put it this way. A newborn can, in fact, shoot feces 6 feet away.
I thought it was only 4.
Is that
No,
a defense
it was
mechanism?
6.
Sounds like a defense mechanism.
Oh god!
Like a horned lizard. Of poop.
Yeah, no, this was one of the days when you were at work, Brendan. It was absolutely 6 feet away in the closet.
With confidence.
Just poop in the closet. With confidence.
Also, yeah.
I'm gonna go back to my fanfiction. I ruin everything.
When
I
all
am
the,
a delight.
when all the dreams have been dreamed, and all the whispers whispered, you're left with nothing but one thing. Everything is true. The living dead stalk the night, and the flames of hell burn bright. There is no dream, and the voices are not in your head. Only the chosen ones can deliver the world from this evil. Only the children of the bees have this power to clean up the filth, and light the torch that would illuminate this hidden world. Oh, hi.
Corrupted secret what now?
Secret Worlder.
Oh, okay. Is this like, oh, that's Mjolnir!
Or at least an aspect of it. That was disturbing.
Hello, spoilers. I hadn't read some of these. I was waiting for the movies. But if you
Well, that's your fault.
But you don't need to be a psychic to know how a Krieg book turns out. We keep an eye on him. He's been buzzing around the occult periphery for years. I say he has, I mean his replaceable starry-eyed nubile assistants. Innocence lost, everyone goes away with a dark secret, the man practices what he preaches. This prediction thing, though, right, don't be rattled. We've got a roadmap for you too, and it goes, weeks into the future. It's open to sudden shock endings. Ciao, ciao. Not enough space in my inventory, oh no.
Do you need to, like, combine greens into better things or something?
Yeah, I think so. Oop. No, that's not what I meant to do. Stop. Hand. Do.
Faded General Spelt.
Okay, that's way better than what I have equipped. So, equip that. Careful. And that... Oh, no, wait, I read that wrong. That was Okay, so... yeah. Thing on the left is what was currently equipped.
As I recall, you can, like, combine things and better things or something.
Yeah, if I could just remember how to do that.
There it is.
Yeah. But, like, there's some kind of thing about it, like, 20 is the max level a thing can get. So I had begun...
There's, like, fusion and empowerment?
or something. Oh, that's right. Like 2 level 20 things. I can fuse them, and it becomes the next better thing. That requires level 35. Is there a sort button? Yes. Okay, good. That helps.
Concentrated anima jet. What about the radiant military strap there? Kind of looks like a pair of superhero-looking underpants.
Actually, wait. I'm not sure which way I want to go about it, because that's a 3-dot thing. Yeah, go ahead. Actually, wait. 41 power rating versus 94. That brings it up on par with it, and leaves a whole lot of levels to grow still, so... yeah, I think if I combined it, it would just become a 2-star thing anyway. Or a 2 pip. So yeah, go ahead and do that. And then... no. Equip it. There. Equip it good.
Must equip it.
No. Oh, right, that's the thing that I looked at a bit ago. Okay, hammer. Eat the assault rifle. Symbol.
Drop.
Yes.
So it didn't do anything to make your hammer any better on its own, but it gave it some XP towards that.
Yes.
This assault rifle sucks. I'm gonna feed it to my hammer.
I mean,
The hammer's head opens up terrifyingly, revealing rows of serrated teeth. Serrated steel teeth. Sparks fly and terrible screeching sounds deafen as it unnaturally chews up, consumes, and somehow swallows the rifle.
Oh boy, that unlocked racing gloves. Brown.
What does brown mean?
It means they're brown in coloration.
Oh. I thought it meant bear.
Bruin.
Bears, the creature so terrifying to our ancestors, we've actually lost the original word for them.
Ooh. Efficiency Mark II. Your attacks and heals with this weapon have a 50% chance to reduce the remaining cooldown time on your elite ability by 3%. Do I have an elite ability? Is it Q? Or is it the... I don't know.
I don't know if you do, but the Hammer of Alacrity Mark II increases your move speed by 15% while in combat, which...
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just comparing shotgun to shotgun right here.
Oh, okay.
Your present shotgun appears to have a metric buttload more weapon power, however.
It does. But I think the power ceiling on this one is going to be higher. Because it's an item power 3 instead of item power 1. Mostly I'm just wondering, do I hang on to it for now? Which I'm thinking yes.
I mean, you've got the room for it, right?
I don't have a lot of room, which is why I'm going through here. But
You can always drop some of those other thingamies, right?
I'm not sure it's stuff that I want to drop.
Can you combine any of those little cylinders you have so many of?
I don't believe so, but I can use them, which is probably a thing that I should do. Got 10 hot dogs. Spicy hot dog.
Dogs and beans.
Increases your out-of-combat health regeneration rate. Also leaves a burning sensation on your tongue.
What about all the cylinders?
Those are item XP things.
Oh, so you can feed them to your hammer and level up.
Yep.
Delicious hammer chow. Brendan, your rectangle has a very curved face. What's up with that?
What?
Your rectangle has a very curved face.
It's a weird thing about the Galaxy S7. I don't know why they do it.
I remember there was that one phone that had like a strip on the side to act as a notification zone.
Hi, Marion. You coming down the steps?
She's butt scooping.
That's good.
Ooh. Radiant chain.
Hello. You prefer the seizure ball or the eyeball?
The seizure ball. Ah, okay. Daniel found it.
Nate likes to toy with it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't make
There we go, and now this thing is level 20. It's got an ability that isn't very helpful to us, but we'll find something else.
Yeah, it's level 20, which means you can fuse it with something.
Mm-hmm. Fusion.
Fusion is just a cheap tactic to make weak items stronger.
Get out. The streams that have been crossed here.
Or, far more fun, fusion is just a cheap tactic to make light elements heavier. The cores of stars. Well, ignore the fact that it's not actually very cheap. You need to get an obscene amount of gas together to do it. And actually, the reaction rate at the core of a mid-sized sun, like a star like the sun, is actually pretty low. The National Ignition Facility actually does a lot better. It just costs stupid amounts of electricity to get it to work.
Critical empowerment results.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
It means I rolled a crit on that empowerment.
So I got more XP?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay. What else?
At least it's not like crystal synthesis where you can sometimes just break it. But yeah, no! Oh. Purified weapon distillate. We took the very concept of doing harm to things and people and boiled it down to its essence. So we can sell it to you, the customer. Funny joke.
Oh wait, why am I doing that to a thing that I'm just planning on fusing? When I have this thing equipped that I haven't powered up at all.
That's a question. Juice it.
Juice it. Level 1 to level 8. Eight. And the rest of those are weapon XP, which those are all pretty close to...
I will look. I think you have eaten them all. But we can look.
Anvil chunks?
I'll check. I think there are not any in my purse. I think I gave them all to you.
Okay, well, we have inventory space now. Ooh.
And I think we ate
for
them
that.
all. I think we ran out. There are no fruit snacks in my purse.
I'll find some.
No, you won't. I'm sorry. There are not any fruit snacks in my purse.
We'll find some in every zipper.
Nope. I've looked in every zipper, Marion. There are not any fruit snacks in my purse.
No, there is food snacks in the purse.
I am sorry, kiddo.
There's food snacks in the bike. I don't pay attention to stuff. I pay attention to stuff.
I have some really terrible red velvet cookies that she's left for disappointment. I forgot that Chips Ahoy was the same company, or was also a National Biscuit Company, and is as bad at red velvet as they are at Red Oreos. Or as bad at red velvet as the Oreo products are. Red velvet Oreos are very disappointing. Red velvet soft baked Chips Ahoy, also
Oof.
wildly disappointing.
I believe it.
That's what buyer's remorse tastes like. They're the only cookies that taste like regret.
It is one of her favorite centers to play in at school. Isn't it?
I am not surprised.
Here we are. Investigation mission. Crime and punishment. Sam Krieg seems to know a lot about the shadowy sickness that underlies Solomon Island's history. Trace the famous author's research into the island and find the source of his knowledge.
We may curse heaven for our fate, but hell is a device of our own construction. The Ebony Tower, #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list, 5 weeks running. We are the architects of our own destiny. There's no innocence, only ignorance. Nobody could ever accuse me of empathy, of genuinely caring for people. In fact, they'd probably say that Sam Krieg is a cold son of a bitch. And they'd be right. People don't interest me. The acts of people, now those are intrinsically interesting. Particularly the consequences of those actions. Cause and effect, crime and punishment. It's every book I ever wrote and sold 1 million copies of. So what did the good folk of Kingsmith do to deserve their fate? I tell you, they were evil. Kingsmith, Solomon County, pure evil, all of it. Like a modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah. Always was. From the moment the pilgrims stepped off the boat and set forth on these shores. There's a dark rot festering behind the flower-print veil of the Labor Day barbecues, homecoming parades, and maple syrup. I should know. The deeper I dug, the darker the hole, the more I found. A goddamn abyss of foreshadowing. I've seen evidence of acts so cruel and demented, so twisted and sick, right out there, that people might confuse them for one of my books. And if you've read any of them, and I'm sure you have, you'd know that this place has blood on its hands, and plenty of crime to its name. I'm sure you know this one. Show a gun on the mantelpiece in the first act. Before the curtain goes down, it's going to blow someone's scrotum off.
Specific?
Upon the wicked shall fall a rain of fire and brimstone.
In this case, a creepy fog.
Alright, Marion. What do we got?
I got meatballs.
Meatballs. Thank you. Daddy does like meatballs. Thank you, Mamie.
Let's see here. Are you shitting me, Lucinda? Good for public relations? I think you get off on connecting me with these lunatic fans. I think you're hoping I'll kill someone. Wouldn't it be wonderful to bump sales and get rid of me in a most spectacular fashion? This fanatic you found is even more obsessed. Oh, thank you. nom.
You for some reason referenced Oklahoma. That's
This
very
fanatic
good.
you found is even more obsessed than the redhead in Tulsa. Sure, I got information out of him, but it took everything I had not to blow his balls off. And I bet I could have gotten away with it, too. Your Honor, look at the website this man has about me. Look at this picture I had to throw in the garbage. Notice the pathetic eyes begging me to end his miserable life. I would also like to submit into evidence this goddamn effing town. I had to abandon my car at an intersection because the gravel road, with the stupidest sentimental name I have ever heard, became too narrow. Oh, and thank you for the GPS, Lucinda. It tried its utmost to steer me into a fiery effing death.
Recalculating.
Okay, so, find Sam Krieg's abandoned car.
Ah, yes, the Midnight Directions of Paul Revere.
Lover's Regret sounds like where I'm going.
Hopes
Assuming-
and who named this place?
So that'll be right down there.
Solomon isn't such a bad name for an island, really, but the town they built on it is just a bit of a hole. A shadow-racked hole. Full of evil and cruelty and now actual monsters. Ah, they're real. GPS tried to steer people into, like, into bodies of water. But not so often fiery things.
It was probably the Overlook Motel.
Yeah.
What am I trying to steer him there?
GPS. Find lodging. I didn't choose droning hellmouth GPS. Find logic.
Quick access inventory updated.
Hey, Marion.
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto a mapped road.
Did you wait for me?
And we found the
Continue
GPS!
eastbound for 200 yards and take the second exit.
Ooh,
Go
ooh.
fight the Wendigo.
Prepare to turn right.
You should go past your turn. I want to hear it say your
Turn
character.
right and follow the road for 500 yards. Continue to follow the road. Prepare to turn left. Turn left now. Navigation is paused.
Marion, do you need the meatballs back? Okay. I'm eating them. Nom 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 nom.
It's here for 10.
Needs garlic.
I know.
Garlic bread.
eat them, Daddy.
They are pretend. They are not for eating
Fettuccine.
for
Garlic
real.
bread.
Weren't you supposed to turn right at that?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
It said the turn back to the nearest mapped road.
Recalculating.
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto a mapped road. Continue eastbound for 200 yards and take the second exit.
Exit?
Prepare to turn right. Turn right and
Okay.
follow the road for 500 yards.
Brendan.
Yeah.
Continue
you know how
to
we were
follow
on our
the
way to go
road.
see it, and there was a big old Ronald McDonald inflatable?
Yeah.
That's
Prepare to
apparently a
turn
corporate
left.
thing. It's across the board. Like, there's others.
Turn left
Oh,
now.
And
good.
they specifically put them out the day the movie came out.
Navigation is paused.
That's delightful.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, they did that on purpose.
Actually, maybe it was that house.
That's just delightful. Did they run out of Paul Bunyan's?
Okay, but for
Wow.
real, the twist with Richie, though, makes the Paul Bunyan better.
Oh man. Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna cause more clownophobia.
colophobia?
What?
Colophobia is.
Fear of clowns?
Yeah. C-O-U-L-A.
That sounds more like fear of cauliflower.
Well, Latin.
Yeah, Latin. I forgot there was Latin for clown.
Well, of course, they had clowns back then.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
I mean, I don't know the precise etymology of that word, but
The clowns predate
So
Latin.
there's nothing.
Actually, wait. Phobias are named with Greek usually.
Greek, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, Greece probably predates clowns.
no.
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 Oh, clowns are that ancient horror, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People didn't necessarily think of them as terrifying, but
What about
yeah.
limes, which are like stealth clowns?
I mean, there wasn't really differentiation.
It's like if you cross a clown and a ninja.
Okay. Need to listen to this again.
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto a mapped road. Continue eastbound for 200 yards and take the second exit. Prepare to turn right. Turn right and follow the road for 500 yards. Continue to follow the road.
There are exits?
Prepare to turn left. Turn left now. Navigation is paused.
Okay, what about the other one?
Your journey has been calculated. Please
Okay, it's the
exit
same
onto
thing. Why is it
a
mapped twice?
road. Continue eastbound for 200 yards and take the second exit. Prepare to turn right. Turn right and follow the road for 500 yards. Continue to follow the road. Prepare to turn left.
Daniel, where's this
Turn
supposed to
left
take
now.
us?
Like, where is it navigating
Navigation
from?
is paused.
It would be cool if it was navigating from where you were,
But it's
but
clearly
I realize
not.
it's not.
No.
No,
It's
it's
just repeating the last stuff it said when it was
just a
inside an
recording.
operating vehicle. So I guess it's starting from where the vehicle's been.
Which is back this way.
or maybe it's just paused because the vehicle is stopped.
As to where in the realm he was trying to take it, that's deeply unclear. But if you want to go away from here, like he wants to go into a mapped road and then east.
But east is that way. And there's no mapped roads that way. Daniel.
Yeah, like, it says proceed back to a mapped road. Where, at what point did the road start being mapped by the GPS?
Make it make sense, Daniel. Make it not bad.
As in, look it up.
Oh,
Make it not bad.
Don't
but
just...
where it says make U-turn at the earliest opportunity. Do you have to take a road tab
That's
already?
not what I meant to do. No, I don't.
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto
Hey, kiddo.
a mapped road.
You did at some point.
Continue eastbound for 200 yards and take the second exit. Prepare to turn
No, you
right.
did. There's something wicked.
Turn right and follow the road for 500 yards.
Okay, now what the chicken slap is
Continue
the
to
name
follow the
of
road.
this.
Secret World
Prepare to
GPS
turn
Creek.
left.
Crime and punishment.
Crime and punishment.
Turn
Oh, hey,
left
look, it's a
now.
thing.
Navigation is paused.
The GPS says a bunch of useless garbage.
Oh.
Oh. Why would the GPS be saying these things? Okay, direction 8 is where the car crashed.
What?
Navigation is paused is what it said when the car crashed.
Okay.
The rest of its chant is what it did before,
Alright.
in order.
So we have to retrace its steps and go backwards.
That's right.
Oh, okay. That's what it's saying.
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto a mapped road. Continue eastbound for 200 yards and take the second exit. Prepare to turn right. Turn right and follow the road for 500 yards. Continue to follow the road. Prepare to turn left. Turn left now. Navigation is paused.
Okay, so it's like 200 yards from west of here. So somewhere over there.
Backtracking directions 8, 7, and 6 can more or less be ignored. It's the turning left that obviously failed.
Mm.
Navigation is on. Recalculating.
I think the chat stopped updating at some point.
Of course it did.
Hi, chat. We miss you.
There we go. Charred corpse. I'll check that out later.
Local
My
bounty
favorite.
detected. Initiating.
Ooh.
What?
Sleepless in May.
Local bounty detected.
Shouldn't it be like Sleepless in Name of City and not Sleepless in Name of State?
Eh.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Implying there are cities in Maine.
There's at least one.
Was it populated by lobsters?
Oh boy.
Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, I think the arcane ammo works better than those zombies in the fire ammo.
You got a skill point.
Yay. Thank you for,
Lore.
for your contraption.
At least I think that's lore.
It is.
Yay! I I'd hammer in the morning.
Good hammer. I was like, oh, that's great sign.
Rumor mongering became ostracizing. Fraud became freak, became devil worshipper. That handsome house became that den of evil. A shrieking primate finally gets the courage to poke the curiosity before running back up the tree. And soon all the talking monkeys are grabbing sticks.
Ah, interesting. What's inside the house? Can we go inside the house?
Can't go inside that house. But that's not the house that it's talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's the house it's talking about.
Ooh, we should go inside that house.
Have we gone 200 yards west?
No.
I mean, we might have. I don't know how far.
There's a marker thing on it, though. Oh, hey, look. The black house.
Yep.
That's important.
That marker is just an animal well.
Okay.
Which is a good thing, and there's more lore.
Yay, more lore. But it's porch lore.
Porch lore.
What the Frelling Frell?
Okay, well, I can't go in the front.
I don't know if you can go in the house at all.
I just hate it when you try to run into a burned out hulk of a house and there's just wards.
Come with us.
Come with us to the abandoned house at Forest's Edge, not far from the Overlook Motel. Come with us. Ravaged by fire 30 years ago, it hunches in blackened, twisted agony, charred like an ant husk under the searing sadism of childhood. The house is quiet, an ugly aftermath, but we can read the writing of scars.
That was delightfully written.
Right?
The searing sadism of childhood.
The
I'm annoyed that I know exactly what they mean.
sadism of childhood.
The magnifying
Oh, boy.
glass. Funky.
Like,
That's a thing.
Strange candle.
we can read the scars. Like, damn, man.
Our wisdom flows so sweet, taste and see. Transmit, initiate New England signal. Receive, initiate the burning cadence. Exit here in case of fire, initiate the forgetting mantra. Witness the black house. Have you heard the story of Carrie Killian, Sweetling? She came to Kingsmouth and built the house in 1974. She worked from home after offering consultation and help through pagan practices. In those days, everyone liked her. Malefactor detected. There, in the pattern of the ashes, eye and pyramid. Do you see what we see? Carrie Killian was no fraud, but an independent practitioner of magical arts. This concerned the Illuminati. They did not like the way she observed the Innsmouth Academy.
Okay, this is unsettling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bleeding walls.
It's cool. It's fine. Happens all the time. It's just,
Fine.
it's fine.
And her name was Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
I love how the interactive lore is learn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
More
Initiate the trauma cadence. A bad thing happened here.
You don't say!
Do you see what we see? Fire burns away so many guilts, but the ashes remain. Do you see what we see? No one goes to the Black House.
See?
Kingsmouth still feels the guilt, and the guilt has a name.
It's OSCAR.
Wow.
Guild has the second name in
Hey!
Because Oscar Mayer has a way with...
Trauma.
There you go! Perfect.
Oh, singing is fun.
Mm-hmm.
That baloney will give you trauma.
Okay, so that's everything we can learn in here?
Gas
Is there anything
trauma.
else?
Especially if you eat the rubber band on the outside.
Especially if you eat the rubber band.
So Daniel, is this where we're supposed to go for that quest, or is this just something
This is
completely-
something
This
else.
is
I'm pretty
something
sure.
else.
Okay. It's just more lower. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Lower, lower.
Oh, we're lower.
Okay.
Following the road for about 500 yards from the crash site should bring you to the main Solomon Road.
Oh, 2 bits of lore right next to each other.
Sweet. Also, what in the Sam Hill is that?
That's a Mothman.
Oh, what?
Mothman.
Oh.
Our wisdom
Are there any
flows.
bridges nearby?
Damn it!
That's Carl Mothman. He's local. Wait, I should have said Saul Mothman, shouldn't I? That fits the
No.
pattern better.
Okay, there we go. Our wisdom flows so sweet. Taste and see. Transmit, initiate New England signal. Receive, initiate adolescent frequency. Keep out of reach of children, initiate the Pinky Promise Protocol. Witness, the League of Monster Slayers.
Hey,
That sounds
the
adorable.
Pinky Promise Protocol is
That's
legit.
important.
That
Also,
sounds-
kill that thing.
That sounds like the SOBs to me, too, in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
The good old Star Wagon Brigade.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first rule? I actually
Whoa, wait,
forgot.
more lore.
Yeah, there's a lot of it right around here.
I'm sad
Yay.
that I forgot the first rule.
There we go. When 2 mangled children were found near Miss Killian's house, it was too late. The torches, the mob, the intent to frighten away, warped by the compiling misunderstandings. The roar of fire out of control. The screams of a woman. The shocked silence of a mob that sees itself reflected in the flames.
It's 5 o'clock.
Oh,
Oh, it
All right,
sure
well,
is.
let's-
let's get that lore, and then
yeah.
Ew, the tree pulsates.
it's got slimy moss on it.
Slimy mass.
Oh, slimy mass.
I hate going to Slimy Mask.
Black magic and pestilence are a revenant's weapons. They wield sharp weapons covered in putrescence or poison. Escape is difficult, for they leap great distances, crawl up walls, turn into terrible swarms, and squeeze through the narrowest of cracks. Destruction is arduous. A revenant can reform from the smallest of fragments, and the poison of their blood and minds infects everything around them with their eldritch disease. Okay, well, it's 5. We gotta go. Sorry, folks.
It's gonna take us like an hour to drive home.
It's gonna be fine.
It's an hour before the football game.
It's gonna be
blood
fine.
fights. It's gonna be a Tim.
It's gonna be fine.
So, thanks for watching, folks. We'll be be assaulted by zombies.
All in a day's work.
All in a day's work. Back at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight with Bahamut Lagoon.
That was louder than I meant it to be.
It's fine. You're all the way back there. Then
Echoed off the wall.
Legamit Baboon.
Legamit Baboon. Yes.
Legume baboon.
what?
With a spoon.
What's wrong with you, Daniel? Why are you?
Thursday at 9, Thursday Throne, continuing Assassin's Creed 3. And then next Saturday, probably not early Throne, I'm guessing.
No, not next Saturday.
Okay.
But Saturday after.
Saturday after that, early Throne will return. And of
it
course,
will be fall.
it will be fall. And Throne of Games proper every Saturday, unless something else is going on, which isn't usually. So, thank you so much. Hope to see you all next time, or hope to see you all later, in fact.
Nah.
Good night, or not good night, good afternoon, everybody.
Good
I think
afternoon, good
everything's
good evening, and good night.